First day in the land of Warhammer. Wake up in Helmtorn. I was walking around New York, talking to a crow at the park when I blinked and ended up here. I thought I would end up in the back room, so I guess I'll count my blessings. Now I'm walking around the state Germany when a man in a pony hat approaches me. He asks, where you from? I tell him, I'm a merchant from the east, because I don't think he would believe the truth. He nods, surprised that someone like me could sneak through the mountains of ogres and dwarf slavers to reach the empire. I'm used to everyone doubting me and I have no idea what the hell this man is referring to, so I just nod. He tells me that Empire is a safe place. Then he tells me that Empire is beset by Grandskins to the south, Norsens to the north, Vampires to the east, and Beastmen throughout. Finally, he tells me that there are no giant rats in the Empire. What a strange thing to say. Second day in the land of Warhammer. I'm getting bad vibes from the Empire, so it's time to move. As I'm about to leave, I encounter a midget and a dude to go by Gotrek and Felix. They seem cool, so we travel together. Felix looks like a lame pretty boy, but he's actually really chill. I think he might be a good fit for Haley. Before I can play matchmaker, Gotrek pulls me to the side. He says that every woman Felix loves tragically dies. I don't like those odds, so I don't mention my family. Third day in the land of Warhammer. My crew is walking through Slovenia when we drive the castle Drakenhof. Some rich gods greet us as guests of honor. Once we start eating some strange looking spaghetti, Gotrek and Felix excuse themselves and start snooping around for some lamest mission to find missing people. While they're gone, I distract Vlad and his hot wife. I never understand how Isabella fell for this loser. He doesn't even have a nose. Gotrek returns suddenly and beheats Vlad on the spot. Guess he was jealous too. Vlad's hot wife grabs Vlad's head and flees the room. I knew she was a freak. Guess it's time to flee with the crew. Fourth day in the land of Warhammer. I decide it's time to leave Gotrek and Felix. It's cool having a ride or die crew, but I'm not sure if I'm the main character in this adventure, and I'm not trying to die. Gotrek writes me a letter of recommendation to visit one of the midget strongholds. He also tells me not to call them midgets. Fifth day in the land of Warhammer. I wander through the mountains in the south until I finally arrive at a massive midget stronghold. I'm excited to rest for a while and get absolutely wasted with a bunch of midgets, but all is not well. This stronghold is under siege by hordes of grandskins and giant rats. The midgets and the grandskins are losing ground to the rats, so they need to coordinate their attacks if they want to survive. Since they hate each other more than the Crips and Bloods, they send me to negotiate, saying I'm a neutral third party. I make it to the green people, and most of them are incredibly stupid. Thankfully, their leader is smart. He's also a midget. I have no idea why these short people are so violent. Anyway, this guy hears my plans, but he decides to ignore my advice and turn on the bearded midgets instead of cooperating. Now I'm worried the midgets will think I betrayed them. I flee the scene in the confusion. Sixth day in the land of Warhammer. I'm heading north looking for a normal society. When I'm amongst by another group of midgets, something seems off about them. Turns out I was right, they aren't cool like Gotrek. They chain me up and start to send me to the mines. My palms are too sweaty and my arms are too heavy to survive in the mines. I tell them I'm more useful as a rapper and a sex slave. After a lot of convincing I won't elaborate on, they decide to sell me off to some dark elf. 7th day in the land of Warhammer. Decades of up lesser rappers has prepared me for this career. I'm clearly a hit with these freaks. I begin to slowly rise through the ranks of sex slaves and the drunken emperor. And then Morathi herself wants a piece of me. I get summoned to a room ready to give her to me. To my disappointment, she doesn't want it. Instead, she wants to know how good I'm at rapping this sense. I've never heard of that fetish before, but I go along with it. She digs my bars, smiles, and ships me overseas yet again. 8th day in the land of Warhammer. I'm up from the ship to see a better landscape and the most attractive man I've ever laid eyes on. Says his name is Sigvald. He wants me to rap about him non-stop. This is child's play. I start rapping away. I make Sigvald's day. We make love for 9 hours. 9th day in the land of Warhammer. Sigvald and his army are summoned by some dude to wage war on an empire. Sigvald as me continue to rap about him while we travel across Norska until we finally arrive at the edge of Kislev. There are massive case armies everywhere. Finally, we report to this big dude with 3 red eyes. I'm a little nervous to make eye contact with this guy, so I stare at his advisor instead. On the advisor's shoulders, the same crow I saw in New York. You what the hell? 3 eyes stares at me. I can tell he's about to kill me. Sigvald stares at me. I know he's about to kill me because I stopped rapping. The advisor stares at me, but I'm pretty sure he's blind. The crew yells at me. I wake up back in New York.